Let's dive deeper into today's cruise news, starting with an incident down in Long Beach, California. Two cruise passengers disembarking the Carnival Firenze, which had sailed in from Ensenada, Mexico just the day before, found themselves in hot water with U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers at the seaport. It turns out they were allegedly attempting to bring in a staggering 749 cartons of cigarettes, all tucked away inside 10 suitcases. While they did have receipts for their purchase, officials quickly determined that this wasn't a case of personal use. The sheer quantity necessitated a commercial import license, something these individuals apparently did not possess. The estimated street value of this haul, a hefty $60,000. This situation really highlights the strict regulations in place, as U.S. law typically allows individuals arriving from Mexico only one carton or up to 200 cigarettes for personal consumption. Without needing those extra permits, anything beyond that is considered a commercial import, requiring not only those special licenses from the U.S. Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, but also adherence to FDA labeling standards, including those mandatory nicotine warnings. The CBP is crystal clear on this. Undeclared bulk imports like this are a direct violation of U.S. law, and importantly, they undermine tax revenue. Such attempts can lead to significant penalties, not just the seizure and subsequent destruction of the goods, but potentially further legal repercussions for those involved. It's a stark reminder for all travelers to really get to grips with import regulations before they set sail, to avoid finding themselves on the wrong side of the law. Shifting gears now to some ship maintenance news out of Portland, Maine. The MSC Meraviglia is currently docked there, undergoing some unscheduled but rather crucial underwater repairs to its propeller. It seems some damaged propeller blades were the culprit, unfortunately forcing the cancellation of its May 11th voyage that was set to depart from New York. Naturally, the U.S. Coast Guard has stepped in, issuing warnings to all mariners to steer clear of the immediate repair zone for safety reasons. Interestingly, this situation has also caught the attention of environmental groups, who have raised concerns about potential emissions that might occur during this maintenance period. It's a valid point, as while the big environmental discussions in the shipping industry often revolve around operational emissions while at sea. Even land-based activities like ship repair can have localized impacts on both air and water quality. It's encouraging to see that shipyards are increasingly focused on minimizing their environmental footprint through more efficient energy use and careful management of waste, pollutants, and air emissions, including those volatile organic compounds that can come from coatings and dust from surface treatments. The good news for passengers is that MSC is optimistic the repairs will be wrapped up by tomorrow, Saturday, May 17th, paving the way for the ship to get back on schedule and resume its Bahamas itinerary departing from Brooklyn this Sunday. For those who were impacted by the canceled voyage, MSC has offered refunds and future cruise credits as a form of compensation for the disruption. As for what exactly caused the propeller damage in the first place, that detail remains under wraps for now. It's worth remembering that propeller damage in large vessels can stem from various incidents, from striking submerged objects like rocks or debris to the gradual effects of corrosion over time, or even issues during handling or installation. Depending on how severe the damage is, it can range from minor chips that affect efficiency to more significant breaks that can cause vibrations and operational problems. The fact that these repairs are being done underwater is notable, as it can sometimes avoid the more extensive and costly process of dry docking the entire vessel. Now, let's head over to Asia for some interesting deployment news from Royal Caribbean International. They've announced that for the first time, their Navigator of the Seas will be calling Singapore home. This isn't just a short visit. The ship will be based there, offering cruises from October 2026 all the way through February 2027. This Voyager-class vessel will primarily be running shorter 3 to 5 night sailings, giving passengers the chance to explore the beautiful destinations of Malaysia and Thailand, including popular spots like Phuket, Penang, and Langkawi. For those looking for a bit of a longer getaway, there will also be 10-night voyages on offer, which will include stops in Vietnam and even an overnight stay in the vibrant city of Bangkok. This strategic move by Royal Caribbean signals a bit of a shift in their approach to the region. They seem to be focusing on deploying slightly smaller ships like the Navigator of the Seas, especially when you consider the larger Anthem and Ovation of the Seas that have been based in the area previously. This could reflect a number of factors, perhaps a growing demand for these shorter, more frequent regional itineraries. Or maybe it's influenced by logistical considerations and the availability of suitable port facilities in the various destinations. It's fascinating to look at the broader picture of the Asia-Pacific cruise market, which is showing significant growth. Projections indicate a robust compound annual growth rate, with the market expected to reach billions of dollars by the end of the decade. While ocean cruises currently dominate, river cruising is also experiencing rapid expansion. Royal Caribbean's decision to homeport the Navigator of the Seas in Singapore seems to be a well-calculated step in this evolving market. By offering a mix of shorter and slightly longer itineraries on a mid-sized ship, they can cater to a wider range of traveler preferences. This move also comes at a time when other major players like Disney Cruise Line with their upcoming Disney Adventure based in Singapore are also increasing their focus on the Asian cruise market, clearly indicating its increasing importance on the global cruise stage. Finally, our photo of the week comes to us courtesy of Nazaria, who captured a fantastic image of the Carnival Jubilee docked in the always picturesque Cozumel. A truly great shot. Remember, if you've got a stunning cruise photo you'd like to share, send it our way to photos@cruiseradio.net. All submissions are considered for broadcast. And lastly, a quick look at how cruise stocks fared yesterday, Thursday, May 15th, 2025. It was a bit of a mixed bag across the board. Carnival Corporation held steady, remaining flat at $23 per share. However, both Royal Caribbean Group and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings saw slight dips, with Royal Caribbean down by 0.5% to $250.08, and Norwegian experiencing a 2% decrease to $19.10. Viking also saw a decline, down by 1.4% to $46.21. It's important to remember that the performance of cruise line stocks is influenced by a wide array of factors. These can include everything from the number of bookings and the price of fuel to the overall economic outlook and even global geopolitical events. While Carnival managed to maintain its position, the minor declines in the other major players could reflect any number of these influencing factors. However, it's worth noting that the broader travel sector, including cruise lines, has generally shown strong resilience in the period following the pandemic, driven by significant consumer demand for travel experiences. Industry analysts often keep a close eye on key metrics like ship occupancy rates and the pricing of cruise fares as crucial indicators of the financial health and future prospects of these companies. For example, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings themselves have highlighted positive pricing trends and anticipate continued revenue growth.